Move to approve amended agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we approve the amended agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? May I have a motion to approve our minutes from our meeting of April 22nd, 2025? So moved. Second. It's been moved and properly seconded that we approve our county council meeting minutes for April 22nd, 2025. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Land use matter, RZ 2501, Ms. Rubin.
RZ 2501 is a request to rezone 3580 Peach Orchard Road from agricultural conservation neighborhood commercial. There have been no changes to this request in second reading. We continue to recommend approval. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
For approval. Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. We have third reading on RZ 2501. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? RZ 2501, third reading is approved. Ordinance number 251025. It is second reading, but prior to second reading, we will host a public hearing prior to council taking any action.
Mr. Chairman, first reading was on title only, so now you have the full ordinance before you, and attached to the ordinance is Exhibit A, which is a letter from Jerry Locklear offering to purchase property for $30,000. We have on the screen a depiction of the property. That road on the left is the entrance ramp to I-95. You have Winchester River Road, so that's the location of the property. So then take any questions before public hearing.
Any questions?
No questions, but I would just like to acknowledge that Mr. Locklear is present.
Okay. Okay, I declare the public hearing is now open. Anyone wishing to speak for or against ordinance number 251025, please proceed to the podium. Please state your name for the record. Seeing none, I entertain a motion.
He may have not heard you. Mr.
I can't hear
Locklear.
well.
I know.
8 years old, so you, I need
Yes.
to walk up.
Yeah, if
Come on up,
you'd
Mr.
like,
Locklear.
if you'd like to say something.
Oh, okay. Airport, jet aircraft.
Well, thank you for
Got
your
hearing aids,
service.
but it fall off.
That's all right. Thank you for your service.
Sorry for us, my last station, and living in Sumter County. I'm Jerry Locklear, address of Lynchburg, and the property here, I own the property adjacent to it, so I just, I'd like to add it to my farm, and that's my primary reason for wanting to purchase it.
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate any consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Locklear.
Move for approval, second reading.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we have second reading on ordinance 251025. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Second reading is passed.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, just a special privilege, please. I also want to acknowledge that Mr. Locklear is a very good artist. Yes, and if you get the opportunity, I don't know if he has a website or not, but okay. He is just, maybe Google his name and you'll see he has some very nice pieces. And we are very proud of him because we don't get a lot of that from that end of the county, from rural areas, and we're just proud of that. And he's an absolutely good neighbor and family friend. Thank you.
And his way out there.
Of course it is, but it's in God's country.
Lifetime friends, lifetime old friends.
Okay. May I have a motion, please, to recognize the month of April as Fair Housing Month?
Second.
We have a motion and a second for resolution number 2502 declaring the month of April as Fair Housing Month. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We also have a proclamation declaring the month of May as mental health awareness month.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the proclamation proclaiming the month of May as mental health awareness. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And I want to thank our assistant administrator, Mr. Rain Dennis, for pushing out all of that information that she's been sending out to all of the employees and to council concerning mental health awareness. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, ordinance number 251026.
Mr. Chair, council members, good evening. Yes, this is the annual bond ordinance that we approve along with our budget process. This is title only. Council's been working through the budget workshop. We work on these numbers, but what we're proposing tonight is a first reading on the approval of capital bond request of $7,759,564. We will have the list of those approved projects in the second reading.
Pleasure, council.
Move for approval, first reading. Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we have first reading on ordinance 251026, bond issuance. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, correction, I apologize. We're actually looking through the list now. The $7 million is what's been requested, and we're actually requesting $5 million to be approved. Yeah, I thought I was reading from the wrong sheet, and our attorney reminded me to look at it. We're approving 5,000, there was a $7 million request, $5 million.
Yes.
We had $7 million that was requested, so the request for first reading is $5 million for approval for the bond issues. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ordinance number 251027, which is the budget ordinance. First reading.
Yes, sir. Again, Mr. Chair, this is first reading by title only, and this is where we are in the budget process after tonight's meeting. We have a revenue of $64,146,647. Expenditures at $65,362,278. For at first reading, a deficit balance of $1,215,631. Again, we have a number of budget meetings between now and then. Great conversation tonight, and look forward to the next budget workshop where we start balancing this budget by July 1 date. That's what we have for first reading tonight, sir.
What's the pleasure, council?
I'll move for first reading with the understanding that this thing will get lower and lower.
You mean the deficit?
Deficit,
With
yes.
the hope.
Yeah.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve budget ordinance first reading. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Come now to committee reports. The Fiscal Tax and Property Committee did meet. All members were present. We instructed staff to proceed with the sale of 2 properties. They will be brought back to council at a future date for 3 readings. That is my report. Public Works.
We met today and still talking about the private roads. We had a good kind of example of how it could go. And I'm going to kind of, I know Councilman Washington, this is one of his big projects, and I'm going to let him chime in here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman of Public Works, and thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are still continuing to progress as it relates to the private roads issue. Today we had some extensive dialogue about guidelines that would drive the process, as well as a possible partnership that may assist with carrying some of the load over the next couple of weeks. we'll be exploring that partnership opportunity, and hopefully we can come back and give you thumbs up on that, and that will actually probably increase some of the work we're able to do in areas where citizens are not able to access emergency and law enforcement services. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Langston and Mr. Baker. Budget workshop. Mr.
Chair, I believe everything was covered with the first reading.
Come down to report from county council members on any other meetings.
I do have
I know
one.
you have one.
I do have one. I want to ask, was there anything from fiscal tax that we needed to ratify? We didn't take action.
No, there's no
I
action.
thought we had a motion in a second.
Yeah, we had a motion to put.
But for them to
We
continue,
just
so
have to
we didn't have to,
Yeah, we don't have to have three readings.
It'll,
Come back in the
the
orders.
two purchases will be put on the next agenda for
okay.
ordinance readings.
All we did
So
was.
it was
direct staff
just
to-
We direct staff to
a
go to
motion,
proceed
okay.
with.
Yes.
All right, okay. Okay, well, yes, I do have a report this time. The Shallow Community seniors have established what they call a Pine Cone Festival, and this year was their third. And they invited me to come share with the assembly some of the things that are happening in the county. And I'm so grateful to our county administrator and everyone who helped you to pull together a nice report that I was able to share with them. And they were so grateful to learn the different things that you privileged me to share with them. And it's just great to be able to let them know what is going on in local government and how their tax dollars are being expended and how they are also being represented on the county council. So thank you again. That's my report.
Thank you, Ms. Bibby. Anyone else? I'll bring your attention to the monthly reports as outlined by our clerk of council. Come down to the county administrator's report.
Mr. Chair, would like to publicly announce that some of you know our Public Works Director has announced her retirement, Ms. Karen Hyatt. Been with Sumter County for many, many years, but yes, she has decided to move on to her retirement, and we're wishing her well. Thursday, we will have a luncheon with the department heads, and also certainly council is welcome to attend that if they would like. It will be at the sheriff's training facility Thursday at lunch. Ms. Dixon worked hard putting all that together, and we thank her for that. But yes, if you get a chance to see Ms. Hyatt, congratulate her on her retirement, and we're wishing her very well.
What time is that?
I believe it's at noon. Noon, yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Come now to the public comment portion of our agenda. Citizens desiring to speak during public comment are limited to up to 3 minutes. Comments are to be made to the chairman. If there are any questions, they will be answered after the meeting. I now declare the public comment portion of our agenda open. Anyone wishing to speak to council, please proceed to the podium and state your name for the record.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman
Good
and
evening.
other members of the council. My name is Catherine Washington, and my comments is on Pastor Road of Wedgefield. After struggling in endless efforts dating back to 2005 in my records, that's 20 plus years in the making. Pastor Road is finally, Pastor Road of Wedgefield is finally on the list for paving. I want to thank Mr. Washington and Mr. Nixon for keeping me abreast of current procedures after passing the penny for progress tax. Now, my prayers, along with the residents of Pastor Road of Westfield prayer, is that our road is the first on the list before they run out of money again. Thank you, Mr. Washington.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm back. Bird. I have a question.
Your name, please, for the record.
My name is Cindy Brooks Parks.
I live in 730 Hainsworth Street. My question is this, and I'm just asking a question because I called the county office and left a message for somebody to answer the question for me, and I have not received a phone call yet. Is the Irish Festival funded by city and county funds? Or is it done privately?
It's a combination of both, but we'll talk after the meeting.
You want to talk to me after the meeting?
Yes, ma'am, all
Why?
questions, yes.
I want everybody to hear it.
Well, you can hang around here, but we'll, as far as I know, it's a combination of both.
Okay. Well, the question that I'm asking, and I wanted to ask, is this. If it's funded by city and county taxes, I'm a taxpayer. I want to know why we don't have enough culture, African-American culture in that festival. And I also want to know if the citizens, tax-paying citizen, can also serve on the committee so that we can make it enjoyable for all the community.
Can make that happen, if I'm not mistaken. All right, yeah, okay. We'll talk afterwards, we got more information I can give you.
Don't take too long, I got a drink waiting on me.
As long as you invite me.
You can come.
Good afternoon, Council,
Good afternoon.
Chairman, and members. My name is J.D. Washington, no relation, but we'll take him as a cousin. I am here on behalf of the Lincoln High School Preservation Alumni Association, which is currently undergoing a major project of renovation historically for the city of Sumter and the surrounding areas. The school itself is located on Council Street in Sumter, where it's been the original address of the school. The school has undertaken a collaborative effort with the Opera House. And as she was mentioning cultural events, well, this will be a cultural event that is going to take place on June 6th, 2025, right here at the Opera House. What it is featuring is a collaborative effort for 3 renowned artists to perform at the Sumter Opera House, and we are inviting all of the Sumter citizens to please come out and take part of this. Contribution, a portion of the proceeds will go to the preservation of the Lincoln High School, which is under construction right now with a few issues, but it is under construction and will be opening, hopefully, if no further setbacks, around November. But we have a poster, and we'll be giving invitations out to those who are here. But it basically says, "Remember Me." And these 3 artists are doing a collaborative effort of the first time ever presented Gullah gospel music. We have our vocalist, Victor Ryan Robeson, who is a tenor, Adrian Duncan, who is pianist and arranger, also Jeffrey Ziegler, who is a cellist. And it will be at our Sumter Opera House. We are asking if you would contact the Sumter Opera House if you desire tickets. Tickets are $20, $30, and $40. So if you prefer, you can select where you want to seat, or you can contact myself or one of the other members who will be more than willing to accept your funds, turn them in, so that this project can come to fruition. It has been under construction, and we are continuing to pursue that project where it will be an asset to the community, providing not only cultural events, but as well as educational events that will help the citizens of our county. Then we have Dolores Pringle, who is our grant writer for the organization, who is here. She has some of the invitations that will be going out, as well as myself and another board member, Dr. Lee. So if you have any questions in regard to this, and we hope that you do, please see me or either any of these other individuals. We'd be happy to help with you. Thank you so much for allowing us this time.
Thank you, Ms. Washington. Go ahead.
Good evening, Chairman, board members. My name is Robert Booker, and I wanted to talk about our litter problem we got going on in Sumter County. I'm newly assigned to the Litter Advisory Board. What I can understand so far, I'm the only member. Because I haven't had any meetings, no one's called me. I've tried to reach out to find whoever's assigned as the litter officer. I can't find that. I left messages at the county's office on, get the answer machine. Somebody called me back and let me know. No one's called me back. We got a definite problem with litter in this county, and I just don't see it getting solved. I know a board member, Tasha Green there. I understand where I'm coming from. We be out there on the weekends, and it's 40 and over, picking up garbage constantly, and 2 weeks later, it's right back out there. I don't know, I seen somebody post something on the Sumter County Facebook page about fines and stuff like that you can get. I don't know if that was, because a lot of times they get confused between Sumter City rules and county rules. I don't know which one it is, but we need some type of enforcement, some type of cameras out here, because it's always in the same spots. Like right now, there's a huge dump of stuff behind Dollar Tree and AutoZone. It's always there. It gets cleaned up. Somebody go back and dump again. There's a couch over there. There's a mattress. A whole thing full of garbage everywhere. It makes no sense that we take the time to clean it up, and it gets right back the same way. There's no cameras put out there to catch anybody. We know it's hot spots, but there's no cameras, nothing done. People can't stay up at night and look for it because it's got to be happening sometime during the night. Something needs to be done. I just feel I had to come up here and say something because it's just getting ridiculous, and I'm getting too old to continue to go out there in that hot sun picking up garbage constantly. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Booker.
Good afternoon. My name is Tyrone Lewis Austin. I'm a resident of Rembert, South Carolina. And in our area, which is Rembert, my dad's down, they was wanting to put solar panels, like 1,600 acres or 18, I see little different terms. But we are totally against it because it's gonna also be behind my house. And I'm at 1,600 acres of solar panels. That's a lot of solar panels, and we don't really know what it's gonna give off. And then, first of all, it's gonna move all our animals out that's back there. They barely have places to go now. So, I see that as a problem in Rembert, Dazzell, and those other counties that they're gonna take up in our area. So we are fighting hard to get something done about it, because the people that want it there, they don't live there. The people that's supposed to be owning the solar panel, I hear they live in Texas. So it's not gonna affect their mother, grandmother, myself, my children and grandchildren. With 1,800 acres of solar panels, and also out there in Rembert, we would have it 5 degrees higher than the temperature. If it's 90 degrees, it would be 95, 96 degrees around my house, which is surrounding 50 acres, 52 acres. And then you have sick neighbors and elderly neighbors. So that's what I came here to express myself with and see if we can get something done. No, we don't want to. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, board members. Of course, my name is Mr. White. I just want to give y'all thanks for the support for the Kite Festival, which I did have a good turnout. I did not get my presentation together in time for the meeting, But I did have a great turnout where I had even representatives from both Democrat and Republican Party showed up to the event showing support and donations from both sides. Also, I'd like to thank y'all for spreading the word for monetary donations, and Councilman Washington and Councilor Tasha Gardner. I appreciate y'all support on helping me put that together, and also Chairman as well. So I just want to give y'all thanks for that. I appreciate y'all helping me do better things in the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to speak to council? Hearing none, public comment is closed.
Move for adjournment.
Moved and properly seconded that we adjourn. All in favor, please say aye.